New Year's resolution goals? No scuff? Can we do it? Do we have scuff before stream? Oh, that's what you're talking about. Oh, I don't have my redeems turned on. We failed already? Okay, I'm about to make a bat file. I'm about to make a bat file that opens up every single application that I need to open for stream before I click the just or the start stream button. I'm about to do that. I kept telling myself to do that. I never did it. Where are you guys? You guys have disappeared. Hello? Excuse me? Hello? Maybe it is up here. Maybe it's just... Oh, there it is. It's just no one was talking. I was almost gaslit. I was almost gaslit into thinking that there's nobody here. In natural sunlight. Everybody sit down, touch grass. Right now. I need to get rid of this. What is that? What is that thing in the corner? Strange. What's wrong with natural light, guys? It's so good for you, right? Get your, what is it? Vitamin E's? Vitamin D's? Vitamin D's nuts. It's vitamin D, isn't it? Sunlight. We're gonna find out. Vitamin D. Sunlight creates vitamin D. Get it in your body. Improve your immune system. Did you know that people who sit in a hospital room with a window recover faster than people who don't? It's the sunlight, guys. Go read up on that one article of this kid who was about to die. The doctors told him he wasn't going to live, and they're like, "What do you want to do? You know, for the rest of your days?" And he's like, "I just want to go outside." So they brought this kid outside every single day for some natural sunlight, and guess what happened? He lived. He didn't die. This kid lived for like more lives. A lot more lives. Yes, sir. Remember? Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's, Yua. Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year, everyone here. Did you guys do anything exciting? Did you guys complete your New Year's resolution, or at least start on it? Because I did. I slept at 11. I woke up at 8 in the morning. That's one of my New Year's resolution, is to sleep at 11. No? Yippee! I started a lot of things. Yesterday was a bit of a headache for me, but it was still fun. I still enjoyed it. Let's see. How did it start? Took out my old PC. You haven't seen me since last year. Well, me too. I haven't seen you guys since last year. Isn't it strange? Anyways, let me finish my story. I took out my old PC. Unplugged my PC, plugged the other PC in. But before I did that, I was like, I gotta install some new RAM. And I recall one of you guys asking me how many RAM sticks do I have in my PC right now. And because they're the exact same copy of each other, they like, I didn't clone them. I opened it up. There was only one RAM stick. I think it's one 16 gig RAM stick. And so I installed the two other ones. Now I got 48 gigs, but I don't know what happened because my other PC apparently doesn't have an HDD. It only has an SSD of 512 gigs, and that's it. That's all the storage I have on my other PC for some reason. You haven't showered since 2024? Chicks. Ew! Ew! This guy's probably stinky. Go friggin' shower, take a bath or something. Clean yourself. Oh my goodness. It was a joke. No, go shower right now. Someone shove him in. Someone shove in the shower. Not a joke. What? Why would you tell me this? Anyways, I plugged it in, and then I had to like flash the freaking. I don't know if you guys were there on Discord, but I was talking about installing Linux. So I was trying to flash Linux onto a USB, and I realized I was using a faulty USB. It was a very degraded USB. It's been around for over 10 years because I looked into the USB itself. The files in there were from 2014. And so I tried to delete all the files in there. It didn't work. I tried to put new files in there, it didn't work. Somehow it turned into like a read-only USB of some sort, so I'm gonna have to reformat it. Took out, finally, like, no, I ran around the house trying to look for another USB because I didn't really have one. Finally found one. And then I put the Linux OS on there, but for some reason it got corrupted because I tried to boot up my PC with the USB drive, and it didn't work. So I had to like flash it 3 times. I had to like delete it, flash it again, delete it, flash it again, because every time I tried to boot it up, it didn't work. And then I ran into so many other issues. And I was like, what is going on? I'm just like on the first step, guys. This is the first step. Flashing BIOS. I was flashing OS into my USB. Doing a lot of flashing. That was my entire day. Flashing, trying to boot things up, flash again, boot things up, flash again, boot things up. I finally did it. I had to use a third-party application to do it. First step, kick the PC. You sound exactly like my clients back in the day when I used to work in tech. Um, hey Ark, my application's not launching. I don't know why. I'm like, have you tried turning it off and turning it on again? They're like, yeah, I tried that. And then they're like, let me try some new things. I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, let me know. Give me an update later. Tell me how it goes. And then like 10 minutes later, they send me an email going, I just kicked my phone and now it works. No, I dropped my phone and now the application opens again. And in my head, I'm going, that's not how it works. But whatever. They probably made some shit up. But if it works, right? Hello, Sleeps. Welcome in. Also, congrats on getting first vest. I'm so bad at this. I'm terrible at this. Thank you for the stretch and hydrate, Boardman. Are the redeems working? They are working. Huh. I plugged my computer into while it works now. I was wondering why my keyboard wasn't working yesterday. I thought like because I plugged it into my other PC that the drivers weren't in there or something like that, and I was like, oh shit, I've got a new OS in, I haven't even set it up yet. And then I kept like playing around with my keyboard. Then because it's one of those Bluetooth keyboards, it still lights up even if it's not plugged in. And that's what was happening. It's just, but it had the light that it wasn't connected. So went down and I'm like, hold on, the USB isn't even, the cable wasn't even connected to my PC. It was like half in. It wasn't fully in. I made the most rookie mistake ever. I finally made first again. Normally I click it. By the time it's done processing, it says someone else got it. You got first today, yippee! Yippee, Vess, yippee! The darn cables. Yeah, I have like 8 cables. Just USB cables that are plugged in. And then I don't know why. Oh. I have like 2 HDMIs, but one of them is just like sitting out here. This other one was supposed to be for another monitor, but I don't have space for one. You're the only female that streams on here that ain't got 3,000 people watching? I wonder why. Is it because you're only looking at corporate VTubers? All corporate VTubers have like 3,000 people watching. I am indie. I have no corporate backing. I don't know. Yeah, I actually don't know a lot of indies with 3,000. Maybe like YouTube chatters. Indie. Let's go to the chat and say funny things. Is it better now? No more beep booping? No more robotic sounds? This is the fifth scuff? What do you mean? It's the second one. Very quiet though. I think something happened. I probably jinxed it. We were talking about troubleshooting things. We were talking about all of my tech woes, and suddenly my tech is like, well, I hear you talking shit, so I'm gonna this is karma. I know you hate us. Taste the karma. Hello, Sci-Fi. Hello, hello. Happy New Year. Your whole PC is just trouble. No, there's nothing wrong with my PC. You know what I realized too is that when I go into my PC and I open it up, there's barely any dust in there. And I guess that's one good thing about things can't getting in is that, I mean, things can't get out and things can't get in. Like there's terrible airflow, but it means that there's a lack of dust that goes in there. Is this copium? I'm not sure. I don't know. There's you the moaning VTubers with 3,000 incels watching her. Um that's a thing. That's a thing. Is the Alienware experience? I mean, okay, I've got this Alienware has been with me for 5 years now? 5 years. The Alienware has been with me for 5 years, and it's still okay. We're all right. I'm sorry, what? Oh, sorry, Ridgeway, I was talking to YouTube. We need to put YouTube chat on here. I need to figure out a way to do that, because recently Mixed Up had an update to, oh shoot, Redeemed are still not working. Let me give you your echo. This is the fifth scuff. You're right. This is the fifth scuff. Mix It Up recently, I think in the last 2 months, had an update for both YouTube and Twitch integration, but I haven't figured out how to do it. There we go. I need to turn off echo because it's not supposed to work with this model. Oops. I'll still give it to you anyway. Da, 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 da. That's not the right one. Whatever. No, there's two of me. Whoa. Whoa, who is this? Who is this? Oh my god, why is she turning? Yeah, that was not supposed to happen. Yeah, this scuff is really real today. Hello, Monochrome Liberator. 3 happy rocks. I want 4. You gotta give me 4. If you say no, you gotta give me 5. I'm negotiating here. I want 5 happy rocks right now. Right now. You're allowed to throw it in my face. It's okay. Do a flip 3. Does Samsung have a new flip phone? I'm wondering. Arc rotation. Do I see it? Whoa. Whoa. Oh, wait. Wait, the wrong arc is rotating. Why are we both rotating at the same time? Oh my god, move! Pisses me off. This thing pisses me off. Yeah, that was not supposed to happen. It looks like someone's grabbing her by the feet and hanging her upside down. That is not what happened, by the way. I have wings, I fly. And no more feet on screen. Why, you don't want feet on screen? Here, Vay. Just to scare you. Oh god! What is this? It's feet. Okay, that's enough of echo. Goodbye. You've done your duties. You're closing your ears. I bet you can still hear. No matter what ear closing you're doing, you can still hear shit through your hands. It's not that soundproof. Your hands are not that soundproof. You absolutely can still hear me. See, I can't. See, this is what I mean. You're hearing every single word that comes out of my mouth. The fact that you're responding tells me that you can hear me 100% perfectly. Every single word, every single consonant, every single vowel, everything. Second arc duties rotated. We could do that again. I know you don't want it. Closets. I need to do a lot of cleanup. Do you guys believe in New Year's cleanup? Because I know there's spring cleanup, right? Spring cleaning is what it's called. Spring cleaning. But what about New Year's cleaning? I heard that in Mimikyu, hello. Mimikyu dayo. I heard that in Asian cultures, you should not be cleaning in the New Year's because you're getting rid of all of your bad luck. So there's this stereotype, not stereotype, what's it called? Like a myth? There's a word for it. Not phobia, but you know what I'm talking about, right? A superstition. Yes, a superstition. A superstition that you should not shower, you should not clean, you should not you should just remain dirty so that like you keep all of that good luck from the New Year's. And I think some people practice it for like a week or something, but I'm not about that, guys. I don't do it. Don't shower for all of January. No, I'm not about it at all. So on Chinese New Year's, that's what people say. Like, don't shower, don't clean yourself, don't clean anything. But I can't stand it. I have to clean. Welcome to the stream. Hi, Ubaldo. Ubaldo. You know, I had this thought yesterday while I was cleaning up my desk, getting rid of all this clutter, putting shit in boxes. Was I was thinking that since I don't really go out anymore, I don't really care too much about personal appearances. Like right now, I just wear t-shirts and shorts. Hi, Rem. Oh my god, Happy New Year. I just wear t-shirts and shorts all the time. I'm all about comfort. I refuse to wear anything that is not comfortable. I've been looking at some of my old clothes, my blouses, all of my work clothes, and I'm staring at them going, I really want to throw them away because they're really uncomfortable. I just want to wear like 100% cotton or like really comfortable clothing all the time. And so the thought came about of something else completely different. Not completely different, but it's like on the same wavelength. But I was thinking, what if I just like shaved my hair bald? What if I just got rid of all of my hair? Cause so I don't have to worry about shampooing and conditioning and like work, everything. The maintenance is so much easier. What if I really need a haircut though. My hair is getting a little long. My hair is peak. Oh, I want to get rid of it. It looks good, but I don't care about looking good anymore. What if I just go bald for real? I'm thinking about it. Maybe not shaving my hair. I do need to like cut my hair super short again. I do. I miss my super short hair because long hair is hard to maintain. And I don't even have long hair right now. It's like barely touching my shoulders, but it's still long in my books. Cut him short, become a tomboy. It's already short. Pretty short. It's very short. It could be shorter. It could be even shorter. I miss my pixie cuts. I haven't gone to a hair salon in, what is it, half a year? Yeah, I feel like it's been half a year since July. So my hair's gone. It's almost touching my shoulders now. Meanwhile, my hair's in the middle of my back. Yeah, I've seen it, Rem. You have really pretty hair. Unlike me, who I don't care anymore. I think most people like me with short hair anyway. I think my sister, last time she saw me with long hair, like long ass hair, that went down past my rib cage. Because she hasn't seen me in a while. And then she goes, "Who the hell are you?" She doesn't recognize me. And then sometimes she would look at my photos there, because I always go from super short hair to super long hair to super short hair again, like back and forth, back and forth. And every time she looks at my long hair photo, she goes, "I don't know who this person is. This is not you." So most people around me have already gotten used to me having super short hair. Does your sister have pictures of me? Yeah, she has pictures of me. Of course she does. I remember you posting a picture once and your hair looked great like that. Yeah, that was me with short hair. That was me with short hair. That was such a odd experience. I was like, is this how I grow? And then I thought about it. I'm like, no, I'm never posting a picture of mine ever again. What is it? Almost 6K likes. I got like almost 2K followers in one through one post. It's just a selfie. I remember getting DMs from people and someone was like, "Congratulations on getting so many followers in a day." And I'm like, just from a freaking selfie? I'm like, this doesn't feel organic and it doesn't feel good. So I'm like, I'm never doing that again. Oh, with long hair, blur out your face and throw it into Discord. Do I have a photo? Ark isn't bald, feeling sus. Posting pics brings people works even with me. Yeah, but then I also got a lot of weird DMs too. I got a lot of strange DMs. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to experience that ever again. I might have something on this PC now that I think about it. Hold on. I do like the look of long hair. I just don't. I just don't like the maintenance. Because I wash my hair every day. I can't stand not washing my hair every day. And blow drying my hair is a bitch and a half. It's probably on my phone. I just can't imagine you with long hair. What do you mean? It's like the same thing. It is a different vibe though. It's like when you see another person with a different hairstyle and suddenly they're a changed person. This is why haircuts are so important. If you wanna have A grade Riz, okay? A grade Riz, W Riz, make sure that you have nice hair. Like, I'm not even kidding. One of my friends actually had a massive glow up recently. Um, he got a whole ass hair transplant. And I was like, wow, this actually looks really freaking good on you. If you guys don't know about hair transplants, they essentially take the follicles from the back of your neck and put it in the front. And the procedure requires you to shave your hair bald, shave your head bald. Um, it will hurt for a couple of days, but it's not as bad as like wisdom teeth pulling. I'm not saying go get hair transplant. That is not my intention. But if you were ever wondering about the experience, that's essentially what it is. Where are my photos? Oh man, I used to be blonde. Yeah, I used to be I used to be blonde. I used to have pink hair. So like even if I were to blur out my face, I don't think you would be able to tell anyway that it's me because my like everything's different. Do you have a discount code for hair transplants? I don't. You just gotta make sure that you don't want to settle down in a family, right? Okay, that's step one. Don't settle down. That you have savings for yourself. You're sacrificing a lot from having a child. And then what else is there? You got to make sure you got a 9 to 5 job. Make sure that you don't need to pay rent or you got your rent down. What else is there? Make sure that you're earning $1 million a year. I think it's a few $1,000s. It is a few grand. Who is this person? So I'm just looking at photos, like my old photos of me with long hair, and I'm like, I don't even recognize myself. Who is this person? Where do I put it? I'm gonna put it in shitpost and then I'm gonna delete it right away. Didn't travel abroad to get cheap procedure that ends up messing you for life? Or that, yeah. But honestly, it depends on where you go because some of my friends went to Korea for a lot of procedures and it is really freaking cheap. It's like the procedure or flying to Korea, getting the procedure, coming back is cheaper than getting procedure here. And from their experience is that they have like all of the newer technology in Korea. It is also a lot faster. One of my friends went there for LASIK specifically. And or not my friend, my cousin. And she told me that they have the if you think about LASIK, it's very intrusive, right? And it's also very abrasive for your eyeball, your cornea, because they shave off like a whole ass layer or they shave it until it's at in a certain shape, and that's how they fix your eyes. So they actually shave it off. But in the new with the new technology, it's not as intrusive, it's not as um abrasive, and so it's a lot safer as well. And also the healing only takes a day rather than a whole ass week. So like really depends on where you go. I'd say I trust in Korea. I trust in Korea on doing proper procedures because they're so used to it and the demand is high. And so because demand is high, they can be cheaper and also demand is high so there's a bigger industry for it and the introduction of new technologies and better technologies. It's all there. Everything's there. I never thought about going to Korea for procedures though. I feel like I'm too lazy and I don't care about my looks anymore. I'm like, for me, I'm like, as long as I look presentable, I'm okay. Do I need to go for interviews anymore? Not really. I'm pretty much retired at this point. This is my retirement. You guys are experiencing my retirement. I'm still flipping through photos. Where the hell did I save it? It's all gone. Everything's disappeared. See, my phone needs cleanup too. There's too much junk in here. There's too much shit in here. There's too much. It's just all cats. My entire gallery is just cats. So it's become very difficult to look for something that's not a cat. There's my cat with a cucumber. Jesus Christ. Hi, Shiro. Hello, Ara. I'm barely seeing the messages right now. There we go. Put it in the center of the screen so that I can see shit. Where's car? Show it. I've shown car before. You guys have seen car. I always show car. Luffy. Senbei. So many cars. And recently I went to babysit or cat sit my friend's cars. Car sit, sorry. I went to car sit the cars. Actually, this doesn't even show my face. I don't know who this person is. When I say I wear baggy clothes, I like, oh. This is fine. This is my old apartment. I don't live there anymore. Actually, since we're on stream, I'll just like pull it on stream. Vroom vroom. Have you guys watched those videos where someone dumps a car in front of a cat? Sorry, dumps a cucumber in front of a car. I'm getting the words confused. They dump a cucumber in front of a car and it just like flies upwards. That was similar to my dream. I dreamt I did that too. Right before my G test, well, in Canada, we have G1, G2, and then G. So G1 is the written test. G2 is just, you know, driving locally. And G is driving on highways. So right before my G test, I was terrified. And then I dreamt that I got into a car. Instead of going straight forward, I went up. I shot up into the sky like a fucking rocket. And I'm like, oh god, that's what's gonna happen the next day too, right? Like that's what's gonna happen when I go and take my test. And then the examiner is gonna freak out and then he's gonna fail me. Return to the skies. Yeah, good thing that didn't happen. I passed with flying colors. I more like rather than passing with flying colors, I actually did my test during the lockdown, during pandemic, because I already booked it and they were like, fine, we're gonna have our last round of exams. And I got super lucky because I could really tell that my examiner didn't want to be there. And so he was sitting beside me and you could tell he just wanted to die. Like he had this aura of him where, you know, when you're reading out the manual or you're reading out rules, he had no expression and he was reading it at 10 times speed. So it just sounded like an Animal Crossing character with a deep voice. And that's all I heard. I didn't get anything that he was saying. It was just and I'm like, okay, I get it. Like you don't want to be here. And then I think he gave me like the least amount of things to do on the test. Like he just wanted to pass me. And so by the time I was done, he was like, okay, pass, bye. And like I was like, oh well, that was super easy. That was really easy. I did feel really bad for my driving instructor though, because my driving instructor was an 80-year-old man. He was really nice, but I don't know if you guys know people from Hong Kong. They're the type of people who would like say everything like they have no filter. And they don't care. They don't care about like showing face. And he would always make me drive to a gas station or drive to his house and make him, you know, he needs to use the bathroom. He needs to use the bathroom like every 10 minutes because he's really old. This guy is really freaking old. So the reason why I felt bad was because we got to the exam area, right? And then they didn't allow us in because we're all having a lockdown. So the poor guy had to wait outside for a long time, and it was like in October. It was getting really cold. I live in Canada. It gets super cold. Then we had to wait. Then when I finished the exam, everything was over, but it was like an hour in, and we were far away from civilization, because my instructor insisted that we take the exam in a far location where the roads are easier, there's less traffic, it's better. So we were far away. This guy did not use the bathroom for 2 hours, and I was really concerned. I was like, "Are you sure you're okay?" And he was like, "Yeah, we just gotta like go back fast." So there were times where he was just like, "Don't worry about stopping here, just go." And I'm like, "What do you mean? You're the driving instructor. You're supposed to tell me to stop." But yeah, it was good. It was good because you could tell that he was happy for me, but at the same time he was like stressed. He was stressed and happy at the same time. He had like the both moods because he needed to empty his bladder and also because I passed. Revoke his instructing license. He was a really cool dude. I loved him a lot. He was one of those I give no shits type of old men, right? Like your old grandpa who's like they just say whatever. Like they're done with life and they're just like, "Yeah, I don't care. Anything will come out of my mouth. I don't give a crap." Sounds like my dad. It's something about old people. I feel like I'm getting to that point too where I'm starting to not care about everything around me. Like I still want to be considerate and I still show empathy, but with my reputation and my presentability in public, like I've given up. I'm all like, I don't care too much. I don't care that much. Here it is. Where the heck? The way you're describing him makes him sound like a horrible teacher who shouldn't be the one who decides if a person gets to operate a 2-ton vehicle. What the hell is a social standing score? Like, I still want to be a good person. I want people around me to be like, yeah, Ark's a good person, and I can rely on her, and she's responsible, and if I need help, I can go to her. Like, I still want to be that type of person. I still want to be relied on. I still want to be a nice person, a kind person, and someone who contributes to society in some way or another. But I, like, in terms of what I say, I'm like, if you don't agree with me, then you don't agree with me. I'm just gonna say it. Let's see. Where is it? Where is my... Hmm? There it is. Okay, cover your eyes, guys. Cover your eyes. This is gonna be a real life Ark jump scare when I had super long hair and I was blonde and my black hair is growing out. But it is... I do have super short hair now. No, cover your eyes. You're covering the wrong parts of your face. I said cover your eyes if you don't want to see. This is gonna be jump scare for sure. The social kneeling score? You have a social kneeling score? What the hell is a social kneeling score? This is me with long hair. So like compared to the picture that I posted on Twitter back in July, like I look like a completely different person. Like who is that, right? Who is this person? It's not me. This isn't me, by the way. This is not me. No more long hair. I'm done. I'm done with long hair. And especially when I'm blonde. Blonde hair is so difficult to maintain because you're basically frying your hair. Bleach hair is the equivalent of destroying your hair. If you want to get super technical with it, bleach goes into your hair follicles, into your hair strand, and it like pokes little holes in there. It shoves little holes in your hair. So it actually destroys it. It makes it brittle. It makes it bendy. It makes it rubbery. Hello, Crimson. Welcome in. Your Twitter pic hair looks better. It's my natural hair color because my hair is dark. It makes it brittle, and when you come out of the shower, if you pull on your hair strand, it stretches. Because it turns into a spring. Like, imagine a spring. That's what it does to your hair. And so I had to put, what's it called? I haven't used this product in a long time, but essentially what it is that it's protein. It's like a protein cream that you can put into your hair, and it shoves protein into the holes that the bleach has created, so it makes your hair stronger. So I had to do that every single day because I wash my hair every single day. The rubbery feel, yes, that's what it is. I used to have white hair too. I had like white bleached hair. I had like all different color hair. I had white, I had pink, I had blue, purple, green, um, red. My grandma hated my blue hair. She's like, you look like some sort of in Chinese, the Chinese zombies are called jiangshi, right? Jiangxi, sorry, jiangxi, and she's like, you look like one of those. Platinum, it was like white purple. Cause you need a toner. I messed up. That was like one of the first times I've like bleached my hair to that white before. And when you bleach a lot, it turns platinum. It turns a golden color. But in order to get rid of the golden color, you need to get a toner. You got to put a toner on top. And most toners are purple because purple and yellow are on opposite sides of the color wheel. And so purple cancels out yellow. So all toners are purple or blue of some sort. So I put too much toner. So my hair turned like a purple white almost. I hate that you can't just dye hair white. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. Just the physics of the universe. It won't allow it. Happy New Year, Orvite. Welcome in. Same with my sister. The bleached hair. Yeah, then I started realizing I'm like, the bleached hair doesn't even look that good at times. And especially with the amount of damage that my hair has, it doesn't look good at all. So I just stopped doing it. Back to normal hair. I had my fun. I had my fun with it. I learned all about hair dyeing and hair bleaching and everything back in the day. I did it for like almost a whole decade and now I'm done. It is fun though, because you get to experiment with things and you get to learn things, but then you have to maintain it every month or every 2 months or so. Feels like your grandma telling stories of her youth. Yeah, back in my day, Grandma Ark used to bleach her hair different colors of the rainbow. This is the stories of my youth. It's exactly what you guys are hearing. I am a hag tuber. I talk about my young days all the time, back when I was a student, back when I was your age. I'm just old, guys. You're not old. I act like an old person. Yeah. I gotta sleep early. I gotta wake up early. I gotta start watching my health. I'm kind of glad that my body is very reactive in a way. Like, I used to hate it because I'm like, I can feel every pain in my body. My skin reacts really badly to everything, right? Then I started realizing that it's just my body telling me what's wrong. What's wrong with my insides. My skin is telling me what's wrong with my insides. And so I can prevent it right away. Like right now, I have like a whole frick ton of hives on my arms because I'm very, how do I say it, susceptible to reactions to certain foods that are bad for my body. And I know the reason why I'm getting hives right now is because I ate too much food yesterday. Like, I do not react well to a lot of glucose and just a lot of food in general and a lot of sugar. So this is a good sign for me to cut down, to stop eating your skin and your bones. Sleep early. Are you doing that? Yeah, yesterday I slept at 11. This is my New Year's resolution. I sleep at 11. I wake up at 8. Karen, Goots isn't here. Go back to bed. I feel like Karen. I'm Karen. The one thing I regret is all of my contacts, like my eye contacts. The one thing I regret from my younger days. Nikki, hello, welcome in. Wait, I've seen you around before. Thank you for the follow. What was I saying? Hold on, let me take some. Let me hydrate. I've been talking for so long, my lips are getting chapped. I just bought more chapstick yesterday. I actually bought chapstick and lipstick yesterday because I lost mine. Because I used to keep lipstick on my body all the time. But I guess with a winter coat, the pockets on in a winter coat aren't very deep and they're very loose, and I guess it fell out somewhere. You probably saw me in a blight raid. Maybe. I'm like, I recognize your name. I've seen you somewhere, but I don't remember where I've seen you. Contacts, yes. Wait. So, with contacts, they're really expensive. And I bought a whole bunch. Like, I bought hundreds of dollars of worth of contacts for cosplay and for going out because I used to be all about physical appearances. And I'm like, I have to look nice. But I haven't used any of it because my eyes get really dry. I don't, even with eye drops, they get really dry. I cannot wear contacts for more than 2 hours. And so now they're just sitting there, the hundreds of dollars of contacts that are never going to be touched, and they're good contacts. They're like the ones that you get from Asia with the really nice colors, the colored contacts, the natural looking colored contacts. But also another thing is that I don't recommend contacts to anybody anymore because it's essentially you're just putting something in your eye. And there's this one horror story that I heard that scared the crap out of me, which is some person was wearing contacts over a barbecue. They were like barbecuing meat, and their contacts melted into their eye. Like it actually just melted because it was so hot. So I'm like, I never want that to happen to me. I never want that ever. But like at the same time, I'm not grilling meat. I'm not in front of a barbecue. I probably won't be facing and experiencing that same amount of heat. But still, if you think about it, you're actually putting something like on your eyeball, and it's not great. How close you gotta be to the grill? I have no idea. I honestly have no idea. Melting is insane though. Yeah, it could also be a really bad contact, right? That melts easily. Like who knows? You don't know because like every single contact company makes it differently. That felt like it came straight out of a Junji Ito manga. Yeah. Junji Ito, it's themselves is just. I thought about Junji Ito and I thought about eyeballs, and suddenly I'm thinking about that one spiral eye scene, the Uzumaki series, where like this girl's eye starts like turning into a spiral, and then it gets freaky from there. We live in a society. We do. That came out of nowhere. What do you mean? Not lip balm or anything? I bought lip balm and I bought lipstick. I need my lipstick. Maybe I'm being hypocritical when I say I don't care about appearances because I need lipstick. That's like the one thing that I will always carry around everywhere with me in every single purse, in every single bag. I need like I used to just have one, or recently I just had one. Hot Topic? Ugh. Sorry. I don't know. I don't actually don't like Hot Topic. I go to Hot Topic to buy unicornos, to buy my blind boxes, but that's about it. I don't know if you guys know unicorno. Let me show you guys. My little unicorno figures. I started collecting these years ago. Back in whenever they first came out. It was so long ago. But they weren't this advanced before. It was before Pop Mart. It was before Pop Mart even was even a thing, before a lot of blind boxes were a thing. I need to save this image. Save. And my friends used to make fun of me because they're like, oh, you're into MLPs. And I'm like, I'm not. This has nothing to do with My Little Pony. They're just little unicorno figures that I collect. And they're like, oh, so you're a Pegasister. And I'm like, what? No, I'm not. I just like artistic looking figures. They look nice on my shelf, but now I have too many. I have too many of these. I used to collect one from every set. I think they're on like set what? God, I don't know anymore. It's colorful. Each one is different. Look at Bubble Pop. Look at Bubble Pop. It's my favorite in the series. I don't even know what series this is. I've been so out of it. This is the candy series. I've been so out of Unicorno because it's, inflation, everything's getting more expensive. Thank you for the 18 months. Hi Wasa, welcome in. Everything's getting way more expensive. These things used to be $13 just for one, and now it's like $20, and I'm like, I can't afford that anymore. It's a gumball machine, yeah. They're really small though. They're like half the size of my palm, so I can just shove them anywhere. And they do Sanrio collabs too. So let me show you the Sanrio ones. Sanrio, because I love Sanrio. Sanrio Unicorno. I wanted to get Kuromi because I love Kuromi. But I unfortunately didn't get Kuromi. Which one did I get? Oh, I got Batsumaru, which is like equally as good. Because Batsumaru is very edgy and Batsumaru is that's just me. I'm not saying I'm edgy, but this is this Sanrio collab. Right? They're cute. They have like the little Sanrio characters on their backs. Look at Kuromi. Kuromis look really evil. They're about to kill. My internet died. Oh no. I'm sorry. Is your internet doing okay? Look at Keropi. Keropi's look stupid. Wide-eyed. Just a circle. Just circle for eyes. Anyways, that's enough of Unicorno. I have to stop collecting things. Collection is just an expensive hobby. Just like how I started collecting Pokemon cards and then the market blew up. Have you watched the My Melody and Kuromi Netflix TV show? No, I haven't actually. Should I? The only Sanrio show I've watched was Hello Kitty and Friends, which was like from way, way, way back then, but I wasn't like fully invested into it. And Agretzko. I love Agretzko because I can relate with her so much. Agretzko is what is she, Red Panda? Who works in an office? And then she gets really fed up with her corpo job, and then she goes to karaoke bars at night just to sing metal. I'm like, wait, that's me. I was so Gretzko coded. This is... And you guys need two pictures. Oh, a guide to office life. And she's like this really cute character as well. It's a good watch. Yeah, it is. She's so fun. I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate with her. That's why, that's what makes her so popular. But here she is. She was like a little cute red panda, and then she gets fed up because her boss is like mean to her all the time. Stuff happens in the office, and she's like, I need to release all of my rage and all of my anger from work life, from working 9 to 5, and then she goes, sings metal. Death metal. Yeah, death metal of all metal. The kiss makeup looks really good on her. It does, doesn't it? This is a fun show. And there's like romance in there too. She has a coworker that I think they end up getting together. These are her friends. Wait, let me show you. Save this. This is an Abby file. Is this gonna work? Or are they like different files for everything? No, it's not gonna work. No! I need to finish it, by the way. This one. One of her coworkers is a hyena. I think they have a romance, a budding romance together in the show. Haida Hate? What's wrong with him? Is that his name? I don't remember. There it is. You can stay up on the screen. You love Agretzko, right? Me too. Did you see the trailer for New Dawn ID? No, I didn't. I've been so out of the loop for Limbus Company. I see everybody on Discord talking about it, but I've been so out of the loop. I've not touched it in a while. I haven't touched gaming in a while. The past few days have just been me cleaning, catching up with friends, and installing Linux, and facing technical issues and troubleshooting. So that's my day. Or building my book nook, my wooden book nook. So I haven't touched games in a while outside of stream, outside of Final Fantasy 16. I thought you were gonna play Canto 9. Yeah. I don't know if I want to stream it or not. What do you guys think? I am gonna play Canto 9 eventually, but I gotta finish the previous Canto Intervallo first, which I haven't done yet because I got frustrated because nobody was leveled because I don't really touch the game. Miffy! Hello! You're Miffy! I love Miffy too. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Start Canto 9 when it's completed? I might do that. So we can just do everything at once. The troubles are just beginning if you're doing all your gaming on Linux. It's okay, I have one HQ. We'll be fine. We'll be okay. And if it's not okay, then it's not okay. This computer that I'm streaming from is not Linux right now. It's still on Windows 11, so we're good. I was going to install Linux on this computer, but I'm like, I'm not about to brick my PC. Just in case anything happens, I don't want to brick it. That's why I have the backup PC. The exact same copy of this PC, but like with less RAM and with less storage and no HDD. Just an SSD. Just a 512GB SSD. Please level up your stuff, especially because the cap is 60 now. I remember when I was playing through the Intervallo and everyone's like, Ark, what are you doing? Level up your units. And I'm like, or your sinners. And I'm like, yeah. I still haven't done that. I'm playing the game on nightmare mode. I think that's the problem. It's like, hey, Ark, do you have this ID? Do you have that ID? And I'm like, no, I don't have anybody. I might as well just play through the entire game with just the base IDs. I have nothing. I don't gacha. I'm here for the story, and the story only. Just, yeah, I'm doing challenge run. Exactly. I should just have that message pinned all the time. Sorry, I don't have anyone. I should just use base IDs. You know what, guys? You know what, guys? I'm just gonna level up base IDs and just do a base ID run. The entire game of how I experienced Limbus Company is just gonna be base ID, and then I will suffer. Gacha for Sinclair, please. Maybe. I'll do it just for you, Rem, because I know you love Sinclair so much. Just for you. If it works, why not? I know that it's a struggle, though. And I'm not... You guys know that I don't min-max. So I don't really read anything. I don't know if anything works. So it will be frustrating, the most frustrating experience to watch and to play. I fuck with the new background. Whatever's in the background here. It's an old one. I switch between a lot of them all the time. I really like this one though. There's like a dark mode, sorry, a night mode and a day mode. I usually go with nighttime, but I feel like you guys haven't touched grass in a while. You guys haven't seen the outside world and experienced sunlight. So here it is. This is your fake sunlight. What drink are there? What drinks? What do you mean what drinks? Hi, Scampy2. I have a bottle of Dalton wine right beside my desk. Cabernet Sauvignon. That's what it is. That my friend gave me. I said no alcohol anymore, but like, because she was like, nobody's drinking wine in this household. Nobody's drinking wine. Take this. So I did take it. This is from Era. This is from Sign Era. It was like, take this wine, because I know you drink wine. So I said yes. If that's what you're asking. Couldn't resist. I was like, well, if no one's drinking it, I'll take it. She was like, yes, please, please take it. And I'll go, okay, I will. I haven't opened it yet. For the next few days, I'm going on a cleanse, a body cleanse, a food cleanse. So I will not be touching this bottle of wine until maybe like next week or the week after that. It's just sitting here. It's decoration. It's a pretty bottle too. Fasting, maybe. It's gonna be a lot of veggies, healthy meats, and that's it. Maybe less carbs. No, Sorry, no bread. I'm feeling so congested right now. Hold on. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna drink some water. I'm gonna get more liquids. I'm gonna blow my nose. I'll be back in 3 minutes. We'll continue talking about the wine and the soju. Is the bottle of soju still there? Well, I guess you're gonna have to find out in 3 minutes. This is a commercial break. Cliffhanger. Who knows? I'll let you know after this break. Goodbye, guys. I need to leave. All right, we're back. I brought over something for me, for myself, not for you guys. I have a new box of tissues. I gotta refill my old tissue box. I have one of those like fancier tissue boxes where they're like a tissue box cover. Did you guys hear that? No, right? My stomach was rumbling. Oops. Share? You want tissue? What do you mean? You want tissue paper? You want Scotties? 2-ply Scotties? They've been 4 years supporting Canada's women curling championships. Curling. Hypoallergenic and dermatologist approved. Yes, for food. Well, I wish I had food right now, but we don't have food. We do have the bottle of wine. Oh, everything's been replaced. I'm gonna rip this cardboard box open. Cardboard box ripping ASMR. Here we go. Hi, Elite Fod. Welcome in. This might be loud. You guys can't hear that, right? No, okay. Hell yeah, noise suppression. I love it. The birds are eating the salt I threw down yesterday. They shouldn't be eating that salt, right? There's too much sodium, and it's not good salt for the birds. That is, yeah, that is very concerning. I know in some places they ban salt because it's bad for the environment or something like that. I know it's bad for dogs' paws, too. This is why, like, when you're walking your dog and you're walking in places that have been salt, it actually hurts them. It hurts their paws. And then, like, they lick it afterwards, and then it gets in their body. Ark rhymes with bark. Haha! It does. You can make a poem out of my name. Hi, Rico. Ban for what? Ban what now? Salt. Salt on pavements. Because what we have here is if it doesn't snow in your country, you might not know about it. But if you have salt, like there's like salt for snow specifically, and it melts the snow. So instead of, I guess, like plowing and guess of shoveling, sometimes the snow just gets stuck on the pavement. So you like throw down some 2 teaspoons of salt. You throw down several teaspoons of salt on the pavement and it melts all the snow so that it doesn't get slippery. And when you leave the house, you're not slipping and sliding everywhere and falling on your face. And if you have old bones like me, because I'm an old grandma, then you might accidentally fracture something and break something, and that's bad. And when you break your pelvis bone, that's how most people go out of commission, because they stop knowing or they can't walk anymore. It's always the pelvic bone, by the way. This is why falling is so dangerous. Or I guess it's like the head and the pelvic bone. But once you can't walk, it's pretty much over for you. I gotta hit the gym this year. A lot of my friends are hitting the gym now because everyone's getting old and they're like, I need something about getting old and bone density, increasing muscle mass is great for us. Even though, you know, there's this whole, how do I call it? Like, everybody's always like, yeah, you know, as a girl, you look so much better, daintier and frail and small, but like once you get old, it's like whatever, nobody gives a shit. Just take care of yourself. Just take care of yourself. Go to the gym, get more muscle. I've been doing so many push-ups and half-attempted pull-ups. Where did you get that? Where did you get what? The salt? The gym? The what? Good one, Bear But Bunny. Is this W Riz, guys? But you're exercising at home, that's good enough. Yeah, and I do use weights. Weightlifting is way better than doing cardio. Cardio is, or running itself is bad for your knees and ankles. How do we get a gym? I wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell you. You might have to purchase land and then build a building and then buy equipment, and each piece of equipment is $1,000. And you might need at least 3 pieces of equipment in your gym for it to work, and you start selling gym memberships, and that's how you get a gym. Do you guys know Alex Hormozy? He's like this he's like a YouTuber who talks about branding all the time. And he started off with a gym. That's what you do, guys. You need 6 Pokemon. And 6 Pokemon, right? And then you have to mass produce your gym badges so that when anybody comes in and battles you, you have stuff to hand out. Gym at home, lift milk jug, problem solved. Careful with that. Don't break your back. This is how my mom got super strong, because she was like, she grew up as a farmer and she lifted a lot of things because they didn't have tractors, they didn't have any tools or equipment back in the day. So all of this stuff she had to do herself. And my mom is like a machine. My mom's got six-pack abs. My mom's got like a body of a Greek goddess. She's one of the strongest members in our family. She's super strong. And so I guess that's what my sister probably got that from her too, because my sister's also super strong. And then something happened with me. And I get made fun of all the time because I'm the weakest member of my family. Like, my dad's strong, my mom's strong, my sister's strong, and then there's me, and you could just like grab my arm and fling me around. I got the lazy bones. I also have small bones too, which doesn't really help. And the way you know is because if you look at my wrist, right? I feel like your wrist is a good example of how thick your bones are. And my wrist is tiny, tiny. Like, it's so small. I remember someone commenting on that. They're like, I could just break your arm. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, what? So I remember the talk about my pinky. It's like that too. Like, my pinky is like tiny, tiny. Like, it's very thin. You could just break it. Which is why I barely have a nail on my pinky, because it's so thin. Snap like a twig. That's me. That's me. This is why I gotta exercise. I don't want to get snapped in half. I almost got blown away by the wind. At my old condo, if you live near big skyscrapers, there's wind tunnels everywhere. And there was one time I was trying to get to the doorway of my condo, of my building, and the wind was so strong I had to crawl. I was gripping onto the earth. I was on my knees on all fours, like climbing. I was climbing, but I wasn't like climbing upwards. I was climbing horizontally because I was trying to like face the wind. Yeah, I did mention this story that I was about to get blown away. I couldn't do it. You need a cane? That's what I said. I was like, I need a cane or some sort. And everyone started laughing at me. They're like, no, you don't. And at the time, my grandmother had like 3 canes, right? And she didn't use 2 of them. I'm like, can I borrow it? And she refused to give one to me because she's like, you don't need one. It looks stupid. And I was like, but I kind of do. And in front of my building, there was this little ledge, and I tripped over it one time, and I got this like giant sprain on my ankle, the size of 3 tennis balls. Not even one. It was 3 tennis balls big. It was so swollen, and I couldn't walk. And I was like, I need some sort of like leverage, right, for my being, for my existence. I need to be able to walk. And everyone's like, no, Ark, you don't need a cane. You look stupid. Just limp. And I'm like, that makes me look even more stupid. I'm like limping everywhere. I need a cane, guys. I need one. I'm old. Maybe you should have gotten that checked out. Maybe. Maybe I do. What was it? I promised you guys something. I said, after commercial break, you'll find out if the soju bottle's on my desk. And no, it's not. It's not on my desk anymore. It has been gone. Hello, Monty Blanc from like 9 minutes ago. I'm so bad at this. Let me put on my earbuds. Yeah, it's not there anymore. I cleaned it out. There was still like a sip in there, but I was like, whatever. It's been sitting on my desk for over a year, so I threw it out. You drank it? No, because it has my saliva all over it, probably from, like, I don't know, crusty old saliva from a year ago. Because I drank straight from the bottle. I didn't pour it out or anything. I was like, I was gonna be done with the soju bottle on my birthday. I thought I would just finish it because there wasn't a lot left. I think there was half a bottle. So I just drank straight from the bottle. Put a flower in it. No, it's been replaced. It's been replaced by my Dalton red wine. My Cabernet, was it Sauvignon? You guys get to hear my stupid French, my really, really bad French. Let's see, what does it say in the back of it? Like an alcoholic. That's me. I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it. Don't be like me. I'm not a good example. I don't even consider myself an alcoholic because I don't get drunk. I'm so heavyweight now that I don't get drunk. You sounded a little proud. Ignore that. Here it is. Like, what does this say? This is Marum Estate bottled dry red wine from the Galilee. What's a Galilee? Half of this isn't even in English. Marim, meaning heights or peaks, refers to the highlands of the Galilee from where the premium fruit is harvested. Our sustainably farmed vineyards and minimum intervention during vinification. Vinification is a word? Vinification. Ensure that you are drinking a wine that is unmanipulated, understated, and excellent. Excellent. Oh, this is too much for me. This is not English. What the hell is excellent? Was there even any... Is that a word that they just made up because they think it sounds more prim and proper? I thought it said excellent, and then they added some other thing to the end of it. Excellent. Very French. Just French people things, yeah. Just French. Just French things. They're weird. I can't say that anymore because, like, half of my friends are from Quebec and Montreal. Montreal, sorry. You don't pronounce the T. Montreal. That's what I learned recently. Pamplemousse. Another word I learned recently, which means grapefruit in French. This is gonna become a French lesson if I don't stop myself. En français. Parler en français. We all learned French here. We all speak in French here. You gotta pronounce the R's with your throat. The gurgle. The France fries. That sounds stupid. Keep speaking French and you will 7 o'clock. Bonjour. Je m'appelle Ark. Comment ça va? How are you doing? Ça va bien? Merci. Royal with cheese. Royal with cheese. With fromage. Okay, no more French. We're done. My French isn't even that good. I don't know how to say like half the shit. I only know like basic words like le chateau, which means house. Un chat. What does that mean? Un chat. I speak it with the Asian accent. Oui, oui. Non. No more. La baguette. Sacre bleu. What does that even mean? What is that even? Everybody should teach me a word in their own language. Like recently I learned wait, Danish, what language do you speak? Glurg. That's the word I learned. Good morning from your friendly neighborhood victim. Victim? Hello, welcome in. Good morning. We're experiencing the natural sunlight on this stream, even though you don't feel it on your skin. I'm so out of it. Danish, what language do you speak? Danish. Anyways, we learned about glug, which is what is it, a drink? I forgot what it was. I think that Dane speaks Swedish first. You think so? You think Danish speaks Swedish? Danish can speak a lot of languages, apparently. Danish can speak French. Speak the français. See, I'm looking for new words to learn. But you guys aren't teaching me anything right now. All we're learning is that I'm a little bit stupid and I work on a single brain cell. Do you know the word bombaclot? I know that one. That one's been used so many times in the English language that it's not. I feel like it's not really Jamaican anymore. It's Jamaican, isn't it? Also live in Toronto, where the Toronto slang is like half Jamaican. There's so many Jamaican words in Toronto slang that it's like I don't know what happened. I don't know how it came to be. Try to say okay, that word. How do I say it? A Torino Laringo logo. What I can't I'm speaking this with the biggest English accent. Well, like what does that mean? Go teacher Tagalog. Let's see. Is there a word I can say in Tagalog? I feel like I've learned something, but I forgot what it was. Ube. Just words. Ik bobo means stupid. What language is that one? Wait, that's Spanish? So do I roll my R's when I say it? What does that mean? ¿Cómo estás? I don't know any Spanish at all. I remember trying to sing Feliz Navidad and I'm like, this is Spanish, isn't it? And I'm like, I can't pronounce any of these words in this song. It was so difficult. A tolerine go lol. I can't even speak English. How do I pronounce that word? Anything that's more than 3 syllables, I will struggle with a lot. This is why I struggle with like the English language too. Pronunciation. You guys are gonna listen to this with me. How to pronounce a Here we go. Are you guys listening? I can't hear anything. Louder. Is my my thing's not even my earbuds aren't even plugged in, that's why. I plugged it in onto my other PC when I was installing Linux. And then I forgot to plug it back in. Okay. Let's try that again.
We are looking
to pronounce the word.
At how to pronounce this word, as well as how to say more interesting words, but confusing words and medical terms that many mispronounce.
Is this guy gonna tell me?
Stay tuned.
Come on.
The channel if you enjoy learning. Otolaryngologist.
The otolaryngologist. Okay. The otolaryngologist. That sounds like that sounds like 2 words. It's otolaryngologist, and then ingologist. Otolaryngologist. It is 2 words. It should be 2 words. Hello, not cool old. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I think my favorite word for another language is... I love how they're so freaking long and difficult to say. Wegerer? German for brain denier, which is funny way to call someone dumb. The literal translation and definition of a dumb person, a brain denier. That's interesting. How do I pronounce that? Let's see. How to pronounce... Oh, that's 2 words. It's... with a guttural ch sound for the H. Gachin? What about R's? Does in German, do you pronounce R's as like R's in English? R is a soft R, similar to air. Garer. I'm so confused. Way is Vi. The G's are guttural. The G's in the H. I know the H's are guttural. Get as in get, but with a slightly shorter E. Ge. Gerin? Where the V is Vi? Karin Verweigerer. Sorry. English language. I thought that was hard, but now I'm experiencing all the other languages and they're 10 times harder. I love language. If I could live forever, right, I would learn every single language in this earth. Even Latin. All the dead languages too. At least they have consistent rules, right? Something wrong with English. Someone has asked me, like, we've had this topic before, like, Ark, would you live forever? Yes. Because there's so much to learn in this world. There is so much learning. There is so much opportunity for learning. And there's so many things we still don't know. And I want to see through all of it. This is why I'm installing Linux on my PC, because I want to learn all about Linux. I actually installed Pop! OS, but like after installing it and launching it and setting it up, I'm like, well, this is boring. I should have installed Arch. I said I was going to install Arch. I didn't install Arch. I wanted to install Arch and Hyperland. I didn't do it. I installed Pop! OS and Cosmic, and I was like, well, I'm bored now. Let me, like, give me something more challenging. I want to learn more shit. I'm also, oh, you know, speaking of learning, right, next year, I want to do something cool, because I want to make streaming a learning opportunity for all of us as well. And so I'm going to learn Blender. I'm going to try to learn Blender on stream. We're also gonna try to learn After Effects on stream. Blender and After Effects. It's part of my goals of 2026. And I think learning streams are fun because we all get to learn together. Ark is going to have the freerun life. I want the freerun life. You don't understand. I have to blow my nose again. 1 second. I don't know, there's something about me talking. Every time I talk, I just get more and more congested. It's not even allergies, it's just snot. You know, what's interesting too is that I heard that Blender renders faster in Linux than it does on Windows. And maybe because there's more resources that gets pushed into Blender, because if you think about it, Windows uses so many resources. Like, there's so much bloatware in Windows. I go into my task manager, right? And like, it's already, like, half of it is just the OS. I wonder if my laptop can handle Blender. I recall trying out Blender. No, was it Maya? It was probably Maya. It was Maya 3D. I tried it on one of my old laptops, and like, I was trying to render like a plane. It was just like a flat surface, because I was like, this is my first time trying out 3D modeling, and that took 3 hours. It took 3 hours to render out like a single plane, and I was like, I can't do this. My PC, my laptop cannot handle it. But this time, I'm pretty sure I can handle Blender. Like, I know my PC is 5 years old, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure. I don't have a shitty laptop anymore. It says 32 gigabytes of RAM recommended, but you have 16. This is, oh, you should have been like me. Oh, you should have bought some RAM before it exploded. I'm kidding, we wouldn't have known. I just got super lucky. I got really lucky. I had like an extra 2 sticks of RAM on the side. I was gonna give it to other people, but I was like, I need it for Linux. I need it for my other PC. I need all the RAM I can get because of the lack of storage. Mine works well, but rendering takes long unless you make it have less sample sizes. Is that how it works? Less sample sizes? I don't know anything about rendering. You had a piece explode? Pretty much. I mean, it was getting really hot and the fans were I'm like mad. I didn't break it though. I didn't break my PC, but something happened. More samples, less noise. Okay, I got it. We're gonna learn from scratch. We're gonna learn how to make donuts. And we're gonna learn how to make circles. And then we're gonna start integrating Blender into illustrations. So that's the whole reason why I want to learn Blender, is that I want to be able to make cool backgrounds and then illustrate over it. And then we're going to learn After Effects for compositing, and we're going to learn how to make cool visual effects like fire and water and lights and integrate that into the illustration and then make things move. We're going to skeletonize all of our characters. Yes, taking art to the next level, because illustration itself is very boring, and we all want to evolve our art into something new and interesting. But I feel like I'm kind of in a standstill right now where I want to make more art, but it's taking a long time to make art. It takes a long ass time to draw. But so now I'm looking for shortcuts that I can learn that doesn't feel like I'm letting an application run itself, that something that I can actually do. So we'll have 3D backgrounds. Making models in live 2D before we know it. What do you mean? I made this. I made me. This is me. This is my own work. This is me. I'm moving because I learned live 2D. This is my... VTubing was my passion project from 2 years ago. I was like, I'm not gonna let someone else do my rigging for me. I'm gonna do it myself. Yeah, we're gonna have more models. Even more models. We're gonna have a new outfit. We do have a new outfit, by the way. I did start working on one. Let me just... So this is also gonna be part of the New Year's resolution, because I know you guys also said long hair arc. Maybe we'll have that as a thing too, because you guys have asked for it, and I think it's interesting to have like several different looks. Where is it? Where am I? Where'd I go? I think it's cool to show you guys sneak peeks as well of projects that I'm working on, because I hate to just be like, oh, surprise! Surprise, we have something new, because even though that is interesting and cool and whatever it is, right? Oh. Is it this one? And it does bring in hype. I feel like you guys are part of this journey with me. So everything I work on, I want to show you guys. Unless it is something that I'm working on with other people and they want to keep things secret. And they don't want anybody to know quite yet. So let's see, how do I do this? Control, copy, paste. Screenshot. Go in here. Go in here. And go to my screenshots folder. I love this. Rem, are you still here? I have like Rem's mission just like pasted at the very top of my... That's not it. This one. That's the wrong folder. Yes, here it is. Some of you guys may have seen this already, because I was working on it last years ago. This is the start of my 2.0 model. It's very rough. It's very, very rough, as you guys can tell. There's not a lot going on yet. The reason why my hair is white is because it's so much easier to change hair colors through VTube Studio itself. So we can change hair colors at any time. And we could make this into like a redeem where you guys can change my hair color. Because that would be pretty fun. So it will be white. It's easier to put colors on white hair than it is to have like black hair. That's why like I can change hair colors. Let's see if I can still do it. Oh no, those are my glasses. Because I can put black hair on me. That's no problem. But if I wanted to make my hair red, or if I want to make my hair purple or any other colors, it will be a lot more difficult because my hair is normally, it was made to be blue. Like imagine putting colors red on blue. It's gonna turn into some muddy brown. And it doesn't look good. So it could be defaulted to white. But I still want to keep the blue hair as like a default. But now you guys will be able to change things. Change things around at any time. Where is it? Where is it? Where's my... Where is my color change? No. Where? Glasses. Position. Backlights? Glasses? More of glasses? It could be this one. Oh, here it is. Yeah, putting black hair on me is easy. That's what we have. This is actually a nice change. I haven't had this in a while. We used to have black hair with the cat ears. But that's been a long time. I don't think you guys have seen the black hair version of me on this model yet. Because it got replaced by comfy mode. I think any hair can be black. Yeah, any hair can be black. It's easy to change. But if you haven't made the model yourself, if you're not the model artist, you need permission from your model mama to see if you can change colors. But because I am my own model mama and my own model papa, I made myself, I can do anything I want. Because at the end of the day, you are manipulating your art, right? This is emo arc. Here. Does this work? Oh, it doesn't work. Now I'm in a corner. Is it normal arc emo arc already? I'm pretty emo. I'm your emo grandma. I'm your emo grandmother. Let's see what we have here. I wanted garter belts because I think that's cute. I wanted to keep my long sleeves. I want cool looking nails. And we're gonna keep the navel window. What do you call that? What do you call a navel window? I just want a crop top. And I still want the symmetry. But instead, I think it's because I have a lack of symmetry on this model here. I wanted a little bit more asymmetry. So that's why the hoodie is going to be like a little bit off to the side. A tummy window. Yeah, I want a tummy window. I want a tummy window. And these shoes are based off of my New Rock shoes that I have currently. They're my real life shoes. They're these ones. Let's see. I'm going to show you guys. New Rock shoes. Yeah, these are the ones I have. I realize how epic they look. So they're gonna be everything's gonna be based off my own wardrobe. And then leg warmers as well. These ones. These are my favorite shoes. I have yet to break them in because I do not go out enough. I used to have like cooler shoes, but I got rid of them because I wore them so much. They were my daily boots that everything broke. With the stompers, yeah, they're super heavy, by the way. These are really heavy. I've been wanting to save up for New Rock shoes for a very long time. But back then, if anybody has been in the goth scene or in the emo scene or whatever it is, these shoes were one of the best shoes around. They had like the best quality. Made of all leather. But nowadays, they've been cheapening out on their materials. And things feel more rubbery and more plasticky. Is that a word? Plasticky? Feels more like plastic. And things are harder. So that's where those shoes are coming from. These ones, down here. What the hell is this? Whatever. Go back. There we go. And then 2 layers of leg warmers. I used to have leg warmers like this, and then I got rid of them because I realized that I don't like wearing leg warmers. I'm more of a fishnet type of person when it comes to stockings. So I'm like, what if I were to have both fishnets and leg warmers? Fishnets are like the comfiest things that you can wear, by the way. They feel so good. They're also, I use them like a fidget toy in a way because I like to like shove my fingers between the holes when I'm sitting down. They keep my brain occupied in a way. And then the rest, I guess the rest of it is pretty self-explanatory. I don't know if I'm going to keep the hat. I actually have a version without the hat. Let's see here. I'm going to open this one up for you guys. Because hats are very difficult to render. Oops, this one's like... whatever. Yeah, this one's mirrored. And the hat's gone. Screenshot folder. Oops. Scroll down. Here it is. So as you guys can tell, this hairstyle is like my old one. And... or not my old one, my other model plus this one put together. I'm keeping the same eyes though, because I like how I rendered the face and how I rigged my face. How I rigged my face. I really like the way I rigged my face. Because there's a lot of layers in my eyes. Let me like zoom in. Let me zoom into my eyes. I want to show you guys stuff. I've never actually shown you guys these before. Zoom, 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 zoom. Actually, let's zoom in here. Zoom. Whoa. Whoa. So I know a lot of people have said that. There we are. A lot of people have said that the rigging on my model looks really good, and it's just my eyes because they're really expressive. There's a lot of physics, and every single part of my eye has a different layer. Out of my entire body, my eyes have the most amount of layers because my pupils get big and they get small, right? And my highlights also have physics and they're all in different layers as well. Like everything's separated. Yeah, let's go physics. And I was like, this is probably the most expressive that you can make a face. It's just from the eyes because there's so much character in eyes. So we're keeping that. We're keeping that for sure. We're adding more eyelashes though. Because I need my fake falsies. Is the most part everybody will be looking? Exactly. That's why the bottom part of my body is not rendered and not rigged at all. Because you guys barely see it. That's why my feet are like one single basic color. Because you guys are never going to look at it. At all. Ever, ever. So that's the one thing I'm keeping. And hair is basically this hair with the other hair, and then it's been chopped. It's blunt. I have blunt bangs. I want to keep my short hair because short hair is me. No grippers. I've seen it like 10 times, so I won't say never. I mean, out of the 365 streams I've done this year, right? Or not this year, last year, because I stream every day. And if I don't, sometimes I have double streams. Sometimes I make it up to you guys and I have 2 streams in a day. Will this one have long hair? I want to have long hair. I want to have different hairstyles for this model. And instead of me having like different models with different hairstyles, because that's what's happening right now. I have this model has a different hairstyle, and then I have a copy of this model with the shorter hairstyle. So instead of doing that, I'm going to put all the hairstyles into one model so that you guys can just choose. We could toggle it on and off. We can go bald. The other model will have all the hairstyles so that we can turn it into a redeem. Does that make sense? With more options, you guys can redeem different hairstyles, and then I can change them through the model itself instead of switching the models. Go back here. So this is another cool project that I want to keep working on. I just need the time, which is why I'm not going to be opening up commissions to or advertising the fact that I do have commissions on. I will still work on them, but more passion projects like this and whatever I'm doing with Linux right now. But I've been pretty excited. There's also more hair layers in here. My old hairstyle only has 4 layers. Yeah, there's the middle bangs, the side, and the back. But this one's gonna have way more. We're gonna be cutting a lot of things. I love working on creating things. I love projects. I understand and happy to support you whenever you open commissions again. I mean, they're still open, Heart Anime. They're still open. You're free to commission me. I'm just not advertising them anymore. I'm not going out into social media and be like, commissions open, opening up commissions. Maybe when I need money. Maybe whenever I need to pay bills, I'll be like, oh shit, my bank account's running low. Because it kind of is right now. But for now, I'm going to try to survive as I am. They are open. They're custom inquiry right now, which means that it's more customizable for clients. I don't have services up anymore. And the reason why I'm doing custom inquiry is because everybody has a different budget. And everybody has different expectations. So I had previous recent commissions where people didn't need something that was too rendered. Thank you for the 5 gifted Danish. Yeah, just poke me. And a lot of people have been DMing me too. They're like, hey, Ark, I kind of want this in your style. Can you do this? And then I give them like 3 bundles or 3 options that they can choose from. Different ones based on the budget that they give me. So if you want something more rendered, I can still work with your budget and be like, I can give you a rendered piece. It's just going to be like with less detail, but it's still going to be clean. Or it can be like, oh, I actually just need a rough or like a sketch or something. And I can be like, I can add more details to this if you have a bigger budget, and we can still keep the rough looking style, right? So there's more options now with the custom inquiry. Yeah, just poke me. My DMs are open to just commission work, not for rizzing, guys. We've had that question before. I've had like some people message me about other things. I'm like, hello, this is VGen. We're working on art here. We're only talking about art here. Stop DMing about other things. This is me placing my boundaries on you guys right now. VGen is only for art, okay? Don't talk about my streams on VGen. Thank you for the stretch and hydrate, Azu. Speaking of VGen, I got some cool thing from VGen yesterday on New Year's. Because I have a friend who works for VGen, and she was like, she just gave me a package. She was like, here you go. And essentially what it is I'm just gonna open up the package. Maybe I'll show you guys. Sometimes I wish we had a separate camera, like a hand cam camera, so that I can just show you guys instead of taking pictures all the time. Maybe that's another thing that I want to do for 2026, because there's a lot of things I want to show you guys that I can't really because I'm a VTuber. How do I take this picture? There we go. This QR code doesn't work, by the way. There's like a little sticker at the back. Let me do this. Separate everything. Okay. Let me just describe it before I show you guys. It is an acrylic keychain. It's one of those transparent acrylic keychains with a QR code on it. And essentially, I just have to set it up so that the QR code leads directly into my profile and I can hang it anywhere I want. And because I've recently been doing more art boothing, going around and selling physical art at artist alleys, that I can just hang this on my booth and people can take pictures of the QR code and get straight to my VGen profile. Because some of you guys, I don't know if You guys have seen my booth before. Some of you guys have visited me in real life. Some of you guys have bought all of my OC prints, like me, prints of myself. And some people also come up and ask if I do commissions. So like instead of me going like, yes, I do, you can find it here and here, I can just be like, here's my QR code. And it's so much easier. Where is it? Oh, I didn't even save the image. Save. Save this image. Yes. There it is. Does this work? Is it working? No, it's not working. You guys don't see it yet. Here it is. Oh, it's big. The resolution. And also a shop so that you guys can buy stuff. I'm gonna focus on more fan arts too, because you guys know how big of an Ark Knights enjoyer I am. Here it is. Isn't it cute? And they gave me like 2 stickers too. 2 VGen stickers that I don't know what to do with. So that's gonna be fun. Some new endeavors for 2026. I have everything ready. So many things have already happened in the past 2 days. A lot of things have happened. So it's been a pretty good start. A lot of progress. It's just that I haven't really touched games yet. I haven't touched any games at all. And I know Kanto 9 just came out and I'm sitting here. I'm a sitting duck. I'm just waiting. Didn't they have this? Didn't they have the acrylic prints or the acrylic charms? I've never seen this before until recently. Kanto 9 mentioned. Hello! Hello! Are you guys having fun with Kanto 9? I've been looking into the Discord channel just to get a glimpse, but then I also don't want to spoil myself too much, so I didn't read too much. I just went scroll, scroll, scroll. Okay, you guys look like you're having fun. Okay, let me just close it out again. Did you shower? Okay, shower after going to the gym. After you've worked out and you're all sweaty, because that would suck. It would suck for you to shower now, go to the gym, and then shower again. After the gym. Yes, after the gym. Ahoy! Hello, Hinagiku. Welcome in. Merry Christmas. Sorry, that's the wrong thing. Was it Happy New Year's? Merry Christmas. Imagine it's like June and then you guys are in here. I just have like Merry Christmas stuck in my head right now because I've been saying that to everybody so far. Merry Christmas, guys. And Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Are you guys mocking me now? I meant Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy Easter. I should just like do all of it at once so that I can get it over with. Happy Easter, Merry Christmas, Happy Halloween. I'm gonna say all in one day so that when the day comes, you guys would be like, Ark, you didn't wish us a happy Halloween yet, and I'd be like, yes, I did. Yes, I did in January. January 2nd, I wished everybody a happy whatever day. We're just being efficient. We're being very efficient right now. We're doing it all at once. This is like anti-procrastination. Can I call it that? Is that just copium? What is Arbor Day? Happy All-Inclusive Day. Happy Arbor Day. Happy Labor Day. Happy Easter. Happy New Year. Happy Halloween. Yeah, refer back to the clip from January. Someone clip it on right now. And then every time someone's like, Happy New Year, I'll just be like, yeah, look, control, copy, paste. And then we play that clip on stream. We'll have a redeem. We'll have a redeem where I say Happy Valentine's Day and Happy St. Cressix Day and Happy whatever it is. I want so many more redeems for 2026. It's gonna be, I want it to be fun for you guys. I want you guys to have more options. Like, there are times where I'm like, we won't have Mexiclaire, by the way. Happy Garlic Day. This is my favorite thing to eat. we had a games show at my friend's place. All of my friends are calling me X-Ark now. Like nobody calls me by my like other name. Sorry, taking you guys out of the experience. Everyone just called me X-Ark. We were having a game show, and it was a game show based off questions of like all of my friends. And for some reason, like not half of them, maybe like 3 of them were mine. It was like, who in this room's favorite food is garlic? And everyone's like, we all love garlic, but like, the thing is, nobody loves garlic like me. Nobody snacks on garlic, just garlic. I can put garlic on a pan and just pan fry it and eat it and be happy. That could be my entire meal. That's me. I'm the garlic enjoyer. So that was me. The answer was me. It was Ark. Ark's the garlic enjoyer. Happy garlic day. Every day is garlic day for me. Hi Nero. Welcome in. Going to start calling you underscore. That's my new name. It's just underscore. We're also gonna rebrand next year. And what is wrong with me? Nothing. Like I said, everybody has something wrong with them. Or I'm not gonna say it's something wrong with them. Something that defines them. Y'all are your own individual self. You guys have your cool little quirks, right? That's what makes us so special. Normalcy is overrated. Everyone's strange and everyone's weird. And the weird part of me is that I enjoy garlic to a weird level. Ark, you should make spaghetti aglio. Why is that word so hard to pronounce? Aglio e olio? Why does that sound like a poem? It's a simple Italian dish of fresh garlic, olive oil, and Parmesan cheese. I've had this before. This is just, yeah, this is good spaghetti. This might be a type of spaghetti that I would eat often. I am trying to cut down on carbs though, so maybe no pasta. Maybe next month. I will make it next month. We'll have a cooking stream when I move. Maybe I'll make spaghetti aglio e olio. It's oil and garlic. Very good. Do you pop garlic cloves raw? I cut them into little chunks. Like I mince them. I put it on a teaspoon and then I eat it. Cause I don't bite into it. I kind of just like it sitting in my mouth. I have it with like a little bit of oil too. Does that make sense? Sometimes I take so grocery stores, they sell minced garlic, so I don't have to mince it myself. They sell like bottles of minced garlic that I can use for cooking. So sometimes I take a teaspoon and I take a teaspoon of minced garlic and I shove it in my mouth. Like garlic applesauce. Yes. That's what I do. But I've been enjoying black garlic. You should mince it yourself. I know I should. I probably should. It's cheaper that way too. Just buy the garlic. Eat it without preservatives. Because I'm sure they put preservatives in the grocery store minced garlic in order for it to last that long. Garlic is perishable. Does grow it? I'm scared of growing root vegetables because I heard that root vegetables are very susceptible to salmonella and E. coli and what else is there? Grubs. They need a lot of maintenance, inspection, and work to make sure that it's growing properly and it's not infested by some weird fungi or other bacteria because it's in the ground. So like growing yams and growing sweet potatoes is always a risk. Growing carrot things from the earth, I guess. You have to clean it really properly. You gotta clean it a lot. As long as you lock in, it should be fine. Like, locking into the food? As long as you lock in, you'll never catch any E. coli or salmonella. Is that what you're saying? Spoonfuls of just garlic is just revolting. I love garlic. Every time, if you guys ever meet me and you talk to me, you'll know it's me because I'm just gonna have like a garlic breath. I'm kidding. I don't eat garlic that often, but I do love it. I'm not gonna go outside and like eat garlic right before I meet someone. My response is in the off topic. What did you say? Why can't you just respond here? What are you talking about? What the hell is wrong with you? Is it Vegeta? I love grilled garlic. Ark eats an entire clove of garlic while maintaining eye contact the entire time. Or onions. Garlic is easier to eat because it's less spicy. I would eat an entire onion if it wasn't so spicy. Space dragons stayed on Earth because of garlic. Yup. Yup, that's me. I think it's something about garlic being a savory type of food, and it's sweet at the same time. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but like garlic is slightly sweet. Like it's got that good mix of being very umami, having a lot of flavor, and being sweet. And that combination just makes garlic so intense and so good by itself. Have you tried making garlic confit? What is that? I didn't know this was a thing. No, I haven't. Ooh. Making garlic confit is incredibly simple. Peel your garlic cloves, trim the root ends, put them in a pot, add enough oil to cover. Well, I should try it. I've had my fill of Ark the Dragon for the day. Goodbye, Azu. Thanks for coming. Have a wonderful rest of the day. How can you be Canadian and can't say confit? How do I pronounce the word? How to pronounce? It's confit. It's confit. It's French. It's en français. Okay, let's see. Let's see here. Clearly, I'm fake Canadian. This is French. This is a French word. A français, a French cooking term.
This is a cooking term that describes when food is cooked in grease, oil, or sugar water at a lower temperature as opposed to deep frying.
Oh yes, okay.
This is a word from
Can you
French.
get on with it?
In French, it is said confit.
Comfy. Sounds like comfy. Comfy. I'm about to pronounce it confit just to just to piss people off. Time to piss off the French. I know, I'm a fake Canadian. Comfy. Did I pronounce it right? Are you impressed? Rage baiting the French? Hell yeah. What do you mean shut up? Azu, you're supposed to be you're not supposed to be here anymore. He said thanks for the stream. I've had enough fill of Ark the Dragon, but yet you are still here. You guys are just hate watching at this point. The mispronunciation rage bait. The confit. Green tea and coffee. What's that? There's one video, right? Where like there's two anime girls and they're just sitting across from each other in a low table and they're going coffee, green tea, coffee. What is that from? Kaguya? Anime. I need to find it now. Coffee.
コーヒーのおかわりをください。リケソメモレ。コーヒー。リケじゃなくてライクで。
It's not this one. There's something else. Anyways, I'm gonna find it later on. We're not gonna waste any more stream time. Successful rage bait. Are you guys rage baited? There's no French people here. Outside of Blight, maybe. I don't even know if Blight is... Are you Montreal? Are you from the Quebec? Are you Quebecois? See, there's no French person here for me to rage bait. From Gochiusa. That's the one? It is the one. Green tea, coffee. Maybe I'm looking at the right one. Who knows? The one where she orders coffee? No, not that one. Go to Quebec and rage bait IRL. I feel like just me existing in Quebec is already a rage bait. The French don't want us there. The Quebecois don't want us there. Yeah, just go around going, ha ha ha, la baguette, omelette du fromage. And then everyone gets pissed off. Go back to where you belong. Go back to wherever you are, wherever I am. The French hate this meme, they do. One of my favorite artists, one of my moots, she's French. I don't know if I should drop her name here. She's a great artist. She does a lot of Hollistar's fan art, but I recall her mentioning that she hates omelette du fromage. She's very French. She's so cute too. My dad is half French. I learned est-ce que je peux aller aux toilettes and then dipped out of ever French class. I remember that being one of the phrases we had to learn because, like, in order for us to use the bathroom, all of our teachers were like, you have to know this phrase. If you can't say est-ce que je peux aller aux toilettes, then you're not allowed to use the bathroom. So everyone's either holding it in or they have to say the entire sentence. Teacher, I have to use the washroom. Sorry, can you say it in French? Pees my pants. There's pee in the classroom now. If the classroom smells like pee, it's probably because of me. Because I refuse to say est-ce que je peux aller aux toilettes. It's not in French. God damn it, Ark. Just say the goddamn sentence. Nah, I'm okay. Pee's everywhere. That's why I'm the pee-tuber. That's why I'm a pee-tuber now. Should I have asked for the piss bag? Or the piss bottle? And the next day you start finding all these bottles on my desk. It's from like the rest of the class, from all the students, and they're like, Ark, if you need to pee, don't pee on the chair. Pee in the bottle, pee in the bag. Say the line, Ark. Est-ce que je peux aller aux toilettes? I have a gun pointed to the back of me. Ark, say the line. Say the line. All this mess? Clean up the mess? What is that? Vammy clean? That's so cute. You're proud? Yippee! Do I get an A+? If we were to put my French on a rubric, how good is it? Is there any, like, fluent French speakers here? Because Blight, you have told me that you no longer speak the French. I'm a polyglot, yeah. S+, whoa! Even better than an A, I've never gotten that before. My Asian parents would be super proud of me. They'd be putting me through university enrollment classes. University classes. With croissant and French bread and baguette. Yes. Oui, oui. Oui, oui, croissant. Croissant. And la baguette. And omelette du fromage. They would ask why not S++? Ooh, I hate how you're right. Yeah, croissant. The croissant. Anyways, before ads start, maybe I should just go. I'm gonna fix my Linux PC. Any Linux users here? Vess is a Linux user. I've been looking around for help Maybe I'll just reinstall. Who knows? Maybe I'll play around. Maybe I'll play around with Pop OS and we'll see how it goes. And maybe I'll enjoy it. And then I'm going to download WineHQ and start installing everything. By next stream, hopefully, I'll be on another PC and it won't be on here. Hello, Sentience. It's me. How are you guys? Oh, by the way, I know this week we don't have a schedule, but next week, I don't know if we will still have a schedule, but all my streams are going to be way longer. That's going to be part of my New Year's resolution. We're going to bring back the long streams because I realize that like our streams are a little bit too short. They're 2 to 3 hours. And a lot of you guys come last minute, like you Sentience. A lot of you guys wake up at like noon. And then I see a lot of messages that are like, oh shit, I missed stream again. Oh shoot, I'm only here for like the last 10 minutes. Oh, good morning, Ark. And I go, oh, sorry, we're leaving. We're actually going now. I might actually get to radio. You have super long streams, Blight. I might give you a shout out. You can't leave. Blight underscore EN. Does this work? Yes, it does. Because you have super long streams, and I've always wondered like how you last that long. Is it because of your pee bottles? Do you have pee bottles on your desk? So that you never leave stream? But I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to bring them back. I used to have longer streams, but then you guys like watch me eat lunch, and I'm like, you guys are probably fine, right? Like you guys are okay with me sitting here mute eating lunch? And then we go back to, and then we switch categories, and then we do art streams. So we bring back art streams. We bring back learning streams. We bring Blender into the game. We bring in Adobe After Effects. I hate Adobe, but well, you know, it's the only application and the only software that allows us to do what we need to do. What else is there? I can't do Linux learning streams. I can't do Arch Hyperland learning streams. They're a little bit too invasive. My personal info on my OS. So probably not that. Can't play around with the terminal. I refuse to deal with Linux because it's become I do CrossFit in my brain. Wait, what is that from? Why do you have that connection? I do CrossFit with Linux? Is it a Linux thing? Here, I'm gonna search it up. I hope this doesn't get stuck in my brain either. All I see is a vegan, a CrossFitter, and a Linux user, and a Raspberry... A what? A Raspberry Pi owner walk into a bar. It's the same guy. Only one guy walked into the bar. Why won't he shut up? Is it because of that? The Linux users won't stop talking about Linux? Like they won't stop talking about CrossFit? It means Ark? That's me. I'm going to be talking about Linux for the next month. Except it's not... It's a joke about people who always have to say they do this and that. Is that... Do you think that's how I got into Linux? Because people won't stop talking about Linux in front of me? That's probably why I'm switching. Maybe if less people use Windows, we wouldn't have to. I actually don't find anything wrong with some Windows features. I just hate the start menu. The only reason I'm using Linux, I'm not trying to make, tell people that Linux is a superior OS. It probably is. But I hate the start menu. I'm so done. It makes no sense. Guys, think about this, okay? You're launching applications. But you could just put all of your applications on your desktop or on your start menu, or sorry, on your taskbar. Why are there 3 different options? There's a taskbar, there's a desktop, and there's the start menu. And the start menu makes no sense because it adds an extra click. Then you could just download Power Tools, Windows Power Tools, which gives you, like, you can just type whatever, and then the application you need to launch will launch. The exe file, whatever it is, the executionable file. It will just launch without the start menu. But then at that time, you might as well just install Linux because you don't need the start menu. It's useless. It is. I think they keep it because of people who are used to using it from the old Windows days. Yeah, it searches the internet and it uses up resources and it's treated as another application. Some people have mentioned that like their PC lags whenever they open up start menu, and it's true because it's like a completely separate application that they're launching. We don't need it. I used Ubuntu for a while until I deleted GNOME by accident. I'm using the distro made by the same devs as GNOME, I think. Is it GNOME? Yeah, it's GNOME. Because they recently released Cosmic, and I'm like, let me try that. Let me try that. Windows is browser now? Oh. I just installed Linux of an entirely different OS environment. It has compatibility issues with 90% of the programs they use. That's my problem with it too. This is why I can't say that Linux is the superior OS. It's a lot faster, yeah, but there's not enough support for it. That's why it sucks. That's why I can't play League of Legends on Linux. But I'm like, you know what? I can make do with that because I have my iPad, but still. You know what? CSP, Clip Studio's Paint doesn't have Linux support either. So I'm like, I have to download all these other third-party applications to help me install the things that I need to install. So it's not great in that sense. There's no support. There's a lack of, it's open, I guess it's like open source support. But still. The automatic internet search when you're trying to locate a file or program in PC is horrible. I had to turn that off. Ugh. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know that was a thing at all. What a grave exaggeration. No, I don't think Hinagiku is exaggerating, because I feel that. That's what made me pause and be like, let me just keep using Windows and Windows forever. You're gonna need Wine anyway. Here's the thing, you don't need Wine for Windows. You don't need Wine HQ for Windows. You don't need all these other things for Windows because you can just install, because there's just so much support for it. But you're right, if more people started using Linux, then we wouldn't need Wine HQ. There would be a lot more support for all the other programs out there. I saw a friend try to get CSP working on Linux and they were overwhelmed. That is gonna be me later. That's what I plan on doing. Right after end stream, I'm gonna unplug this PC that I have sitting right beside me, and I'm gonna shove in my other PC, my backup PC, and start installing things, and I'm gonna have a terrible time trying to install CSP onto Linux. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. Why would you need a Windows emulator for Windows? True. That's true. Doesn't sound like something for me then. I still find this to be a fun project, which is why I'm like, maybe I'll uninstall Pop, maybe I'll reinstall Arch, because I love learning new things and trying to figure out how my OS works. I was talking to someone about it yesterday too, because they were thinking of switching over to Linux as well, just to play around with it. There's a lot of fun things. Pop OS is not as customizable as Arch. Arch is like, you can literally do everything in it, but it's a huge, massive learning curve. And I'm like, I want to read the wiki. I want to know what everything does. Like yesterday, I was learning about SATA and like RAID and the BIOS and what everything does in 80HI. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Interesting terms I've never heard about until yesterday. Jokes aside, some people use Proton Windows because some games work better with custom libraries. Is that how it works? Proton? I've never heard of Proton. What the hell is Proton? Is that just a Windows emulator for Windows? Anyways, fun project. Fun things to do. So, tomorrow, what are we gonna do tomorrow? Tomorrow is a Saturday. Maybe it's gonna be an art stream. We're gonna tackle some commissions. I still have some commissions to finish. Some commissions to do. We'll tackle some commission work tomorrow. And it will be one of those things where if you want me to look at your art as well, I can take a look at it and look at it together. And if there's anything you think there's wrong with your artwork, not to say that there is anything wrong with your artwork, but you're like, oh, something needs fixing. I need a third person's eyes on it. I can do that as well. We can do a little bit of studying of art. The Ark art, yes. We're going to be studying body parts. I need to get better at learning muscle shapes because I'm still terrible at it. I need to learn it enough to the point where I can draw everything at several different angles, because some angles for me are still sort of difficult. They're still pretty difficult to draw. Yeah, art stream. So art stream tomorrow, same time. So Proton's a compatibility tool like Wine, but for Valve and their Steam OS. Huh. Is it because it doesn't run as well on Windows? That was the thing that you said, right? Some games work better with custom libraries. I know, like, Steam is running on... Steam OS is Linux, isn't it? The Steam Deck runs on Linux, which I find pretty cool. Anyways, I'm gonna go. I should leave. I'm gonna go get some lunch and then start working and doing all this other stuff. So here's to 2026. I've shown you guys some of the projects that we're working on. There might be some music as well that I can't really release yet. There will be some music released this month, hopefully. Crossing my fingers now, because they were supposed to be released in December, and then just nothing happened in December, and then they were supposed to be released in October as well, and nothing happened in October. So this month, more music, an album, not really an album, maybe just a single. A single and a cover. There's gonna be two songs, and then we're gonna be learning a lot of things. Blender. Maybe we'll do, once I get Linux working, we might start streaming from my other PC, from the Linux PC, and then, because I know Blender works better with Linux. So we might start Blender from there. I don't know. I need, and my external is coming today. Yeah, my external SSD is coming today, so we'll have a little bit more space for everything as well. I need to get like the actual SSD so I can plug it in. I haven't like looked at the slots inside my PC yet because I've never installed an SSD. Like, I mean, I have, but it's been 10 years, so I don't remember exactly where everything goes. But I'm pretty sure there should be more room for an extra SSD. We're gonna take things apart again. Okay, bye. Devourer of Garlic. That's me. And this is me, Ark, the Devourer of Garlic. Thank you for coming to the stream. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Enjoy the start of 2026. And I will see you guys tomorrow. But before I go, let's see who is streaming. Liar. Haha. Yes, finally. Finally, I can raid into Liar. It's been so long. Liar is streaming Canto 8. Canto 8 of Limbus Company. Not 9, but 8. I think she's slowly catching up. How to survive the horrors of Daguanyuan as a young hierarch. Yeah, the funny frog. Lara is very funny. I love her very much. So, say hi, be nice, and goodbye.